everybody. How's it going today? I hope you guys are all having blessed days today. And today we're talking about how where I've been. So the people that are subscribed to this channel, hopefully or know that I haven't been posting for a couple of months, and I haven't really given many people an explanation on why that is. And I should have done this sooner on why I haven't been posting. Part of me thought like maybe I should just like delete my channel and just not post again. Part of me thought maybe I'll keep my videos up, and just let people browse the videos that I had posted. And that's kind of what I've done, is just let my channel be. But I'm just gonna like let you guys know on an update on, if anybody's curious, on like what I've been up to and where I've been on, and most importantly like why I chose to just like take a little break from posting for a while. First reason, so I definitely watch like a lot of like Christian influencers. My favorite obviously Johnny Chang, but I also love Bryce Crawford, and I listen to their podcasts at the gym, and that's like my favorite thing to do when I'm working out, is to listen to a Christian podcast and get my head right with the Lord. And what convicted me is he talked about how the necessities, or like what to do when preaching and preaching online. And one phrase that spoke to me is if your wife outside of preaching the gospel online doesn't look the same as if you're preaching the gospel, like pretty much what he was saying is that if you're not preaching the gospel just as much in the real world as you are online, like you probably shouldn't be preaching the gospel. And I was like, man, like that really spoke to me, because on my last video before this, I was talking about how, just being completely straight up honest about how my wife, I was having trouble preaching the gospel to my friends. And I have gotten better at that, on just bringing up Jesus and God in conversations. But at the same time, it's like me doing weekly videos on doing Bible studies. Like, one, I don't go to church. Two, I don't even go to a Bible study. I just go home and read my Bible. And yeah, like, I just don't think that, like, obviously, like, that was not enough. Like, I was not preaching the gospel outside of this YouTube channel enough, or even talking to my friends about it. It's like, hey, you should go check out my YouTube channel. I was kind of like, just like, I don't know. But that was a reason why I stopped. I was like, my outside life doesn't reflect the life I show to you on this YouTube channel. And I have gotten better at that. I have definitely started talking about God to my friends, but at the same time, it's not enough to where I feel like I can just go and talk to you guys that same. And that just leads into my second reason, that I'm still like a baby Christian, if you know what that means. And like, just not far into my walk, I've only been a Christian for a couple of years now. Only started reading my Bible for just over a year, maybe two, I don't know. Definitely only had this Bible, a physical copy of the Bible, for less than a year. And I just feel like I haven't studied enough, and I haven't known the scriptures enough within the context of the Bible. And obviously there's context of the word that I can learn through, that I can just learn the context of the Bible without reading the Bible. I can just like look up verses and was like, what is the context of this verse within the Bible, and not actually getting into my Bible itself. And that's like, I'm not studied enough. I mean, people who like who preach the gospel online has read the Bible so many times, and it's not like I'm doing that comparing aspect, but obviously these people who are Christian influencers know about the Bible and can like use that to save people on a daily basis out on the street. I can't do that. I can't just pull out I can obviously pull out some verses that I like and that help people when they're struggling, but I'm not studied enough to go and talk to you. Like obviously I can give basic messages on forgiveness, and which is most of what I done on the channel. But as I progressed through my channel, I started talking about more precise topics within the faith that imply a lot more verses that need to be explained within the context, and even analogies that I may have to talk about and explain for it to get you guys to explain it better to you guys. And I haven't gotten to that point yet. I rushed into this because genuinely talking about Jesus and Christianity is my passion. I'm always with my sister, I'm always trying to mention God. But anyways, I don't think I'm at a point right now as a Christian who has only been a Christian for a couple of years, only started reading my Bible, and only started preaching to my friends and just started talking about God to my friends for not a lot amount of time, right? So that is the reason why I've taken a break. And right now, I've continued to get in my word and continue to, talk to people about God in real life, and just taking a break from social media, preaching social media. So yeah, guys, I hope this helps. Am I going to continue making videos right now? No. I'm definitely taking a long break, but that doesn't rule out, preaching in the future. As I continue to study this word and, read within context and just start to truly absorb the word for what it is, I can actually start helping people and not just, I didn't say I did a horrible job, but I was just worried that I was maybe perverting the word a little bit, because I was just obviously listing verses. It would be even worse if I just didn't list any verses. If I didn't actually read from my Bible, and that goes for any, a piece of advice is, if you are listening to a Christian influencer and they're not talking about their Bible, or Christian influencers, pastors, anybody, if they're giving you Christian advice and they're not using the Bible, please don't listen to them. Maybe they're giving advice, but definitely fact check that with the Bible, because the Bible is ultimate authority above all things. Obviously I listed verses, but I felt like I could have done a better job reading within the context and explaining that through analogies or stuff like that. And I wasn't able to do that because, again, I'm not studied enough in my word, and I haven't been a Christian for that long. So when I grow in my faith over time, definitely influencing is a big possibility, because this is truly my passion to do this. But right now, I'm going to continue to study and leave my videos open so people can see what I've I don't know, just my videos. But me as a person, I'm going to continue to walk out my faith because Jesus is King. And hopefully people didn't think that, I only have 60 subscribers. It's not like people are just wondering where I am. But for the people that maybe are wondering, this video literally is for you. But hopefully you didn't think that I walked out of the Christian faith, because that will never happen, because Jesus is King and he loves me, and he also loves you too. So this will conclude this video. That will conclude the video, and definitely not another video for a while. unfortunately, but that does not rule out that I will never make a video again, because this is my passion, and I love talking about Jesus. So anyways, I love you guys, and if you were wondering where I've been, this is where I'm at right now. And yeah, I just hope you all are doing well, and if you guys are wondering where I was, this is where I'm at, and this is why I stopped making videos. But as I continue to grow in my faith over time, you know, maybe I can start evangelizing again. But truly, I just want to be the best for you guys and be the best, or to, you know, explain it to the best of my ability, and to explain these topics to the best of my ability. And I wasn't able to do that. So that was the main reason. I wasn't ready to, or I wasn't capable of explaining these tough Christian topics to the best of my ability. And I'm truly sorry for that. And I feel like I rushed into this because it was my passion, but the Lord called me out of it. And now I'm ready to continue to study this word, and hopefully come back in the future and be ready to, you know, be more capable of explaining these tough topics to you that honestly I don't really fully understand yet. So guys, I love you so much, and I will see you guys hopefully in the future. Bye guys.